Hey, grand rising and bright blessings to all of my petal patrons. Welcome to Moon Day. Welcome to the 15th of July. Today is a 3 numerological energy value and frequency day. We do have to talk about Mars and Uranus, and we do need to talk about the 10/01 energy that started on Saturn Day, which was the endings and beginnings of lots of different types of things. Obviously, we saw the shenanigans that were going on in, all the things. What I want to say is 3 things. Number 1, your responsibility for your actions is your responsibility for your actions. Number 2, get off of the interwebs, get out of the fights and the conversations if it's not serving what it is that you're doing on a day-to-day basis, meaning that some people's responsibility, their path is to discuss those things. It ain't mine. I don't do politics and I don't do that type of stuff. Other people can do it. Number 3, we have such volatile energies that are always in motion, but this is an important week, and from a light worker perspective, I want to make sure that I'm bringing this home for all of the individuals. These changes that show up have been marked, obviously, because it's the math that shows us what's going to be taking place. Know your birth chart. Get an opportunity to know your birth chart, because these types of things will help you navigate a couple of different landmines so that you know where you can best operate and hold yourself down. All of us in general need to maintain our frequency, okay? Do as much grounding work as you can possibly ground to release energy that does not belong to you, including the collective stuff that's popping up. And that's what I want to say about that. Now let's move on to the energy of the day. Today, 3 value frequency day. It is about trying to create. That's what the energy of the day is. It's about creating. And when we know that we have volatile energies, they're heads up from the universe about where we can start paying attention to some other things for our own highest and best good. And let's not forget that the energy that's going to be showing up this week is really going to be pushing us towards change, pushing us towards our own personal change. And yes, some of those personal changes are going to lead towards more collective change for all of us. Don't forget that we have the full moon that's coming up here on Sunday. And so everything that starts to show itself up this week that could be considered challenging for you in nature is meant to bring it to the level so that you can finally skim it off the top and be done with that bad boy, okay? We have 5 total transits that are taking place today. 4 of them we've already completed. So the next 2 are going to be a little bit later on this evening. And yes, we're going to talk about the Mars-Uranus conjunction. Let me go ahead and bring up the map. Okay, so if you are looking at the map today, I want you to see this interesting pattern that develops here with the quincunxes. We have 4 separate yods that are developed in the heavens today. And those yods, those fingers of gods that we've talked about before, are power moves. The universe is like, hey, let's wake up, right? So we have those 4 different distinct energies going on. We do have a grand trine that's taking place with all of the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And we also have a multiple planet square that's going on here. So a lot of things going on with Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus today. And that yod energy with the Scorpios, the Geminis, and also it brings in the Virgos and the Capricorn. So there's a lot of different mixes of things that are taking place in the heavens today. This energy that we have with the Mars and the Uranus and Taurus is going to continue to move things forward. It's already been ramping up. Clearly, we saw some of the energy pop off earlier this weekend, but it's going to start to dissipate a little bit more through about the 19th or so, getting us ready for Mars to move into Gemini on Saturday and the full moon in Capricorn on Sunday. So today's 3 universal energy is about trying to make good things show up, but you got to get rid of the old stuff. So today it's going to be a huge kick in the butt for you personally to take responsibility for yourself and those things. Here's what each sign should watch out for. Aries. Today is the day where you need to be able to realize, especially with the square that you're in with the sun in Cancer, with that Chiron that is in your space, is that this weekend is going to be a better opportunity for you to realize more of the power moves that you can make. This weekend is going to be huge for you. You have some beautiful things that are coming and on its way. Just be mindful that you cannot push yourself too far. All right, just know that more things are coming. Let's move over to our Taurus friends. There are some beautiful things that show up with our Taurus friends, especially with that Uranus that shows up in complete agreement with that Pluto in Aquarius. And so that trine that shows up there gives you sort of like a little breaky break today. Even though there's other things that are going on, you are moving forward in the right direction. Now it's time for you to start thinking about the next thing, your attitude of gratitude and your blessings. If you happen to be a Gemini today, well, then it's going to be all about stability and resources for you today. That's what you need to focus on. You need to focus on stability. And if it's not stable for you, start thinking about what you do need in order to replace the old energy, okay? If you are a Cancer today, the energy for you is going to have everything to do also with stability, but more so in the energy of business, like work stability or project, or if you're retired, the energy of what it is that you're doing for continuity for yourself, okay? Put some time into that and be the boss. Be in the energy of pushing yourself forward, right? Leos, okay? You guys have a lot going on in your energy field today. And so the highest aspect is just making sure that you realize, especially with that trine that you have with the North Node in Aries, your power moves are meant for you to do it. Just make sure that you're not bowling other people over. You have such power in you today that it's going to continue to move forward. Pay attention to what you're doing in your social groups especially, and just try to keep it as calm as possible. That's all I have to say about that. My Virgoans, especially my rising Virgos, one of the better things that I want to be able to express to you today is that your strategies could feel just a little bit off. So make sure that you're spending a little bit more time recognizing what your plans are. And you already have a list for your list. So just make sure that you're paying attention to the things that you can involve yourself, and don't stress yourself out about the things that are not necessarily working out. Start with 1, go to 2. Very similar energy for our Libras, especially in the energy of resources today. Keep moving forward, even if it's inch by inch by inch, in anything that is revolving around resources, finances, things of that nature. Keep going, keep going. Scorpios, my friends, you guys are actually in one of the better positions today to actually handle all of this different change that's coming in. So do what you need to do to make some quick pivots and twists and turns in the energy of the day. Now, my Sagittarius friends, you could be feeling a little bit off and not really feeling very clear-headed today, and that has a lot of things to do with your ruling planet, Jupiter, and that's okay. Write things down, okay? Make sure that you give yourself a chance to sort of move back into them. When the moon moves into your sign late Tuesday night, you're going to start to feel better. So give yourself the benefit of just write things down today, and it's not you. You're not making it up. Things are weird. If you happen to be a Capricorn, then one of the things that is showing up for you today, really honestly, is making sure that you're putting as much care as you can in for yourself today, and give yourself that hermit mode energy if you need to for the day. That is what's going to push you a little bit forward, especially towards the moon shifting into your position later this weekend, especially for that culmination of the full moon on Sunday. My Aquarius friends, honestly, today is one of the days where you can afford to start dropping the energy of where things look weird in partnership for you. Now, partner could be spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, committed business partner, and things of that nature too. If it doesn't fit, if it's not working for you, start thinking about letting that go and replacing it with something more beautiful. And if you happen to be a Pisces pal today, then one of the energies that's showing up for you is before you press the button, slow down in order to speed up. You could be going a little bit too fast. So before you make that move, before you decide to do something different, give yourself a minute. Let the other details sort of filter through. The mantra of the day is, I am aware of my opportunities and changes. As always, may you receive everything it is that you need, everything it is that you want and desire, and may you continue to find the beauty in all things. Many blessings, my friends. We'll see some of you later. Bye.